Welcome to The Root of It. I'm your host, Rob Sharkey. Farming, it's something that is often done with families. It's something that is often done with faith. It's fantastic when it's actually done with both. Well, our guests today are doing just that. We have Greg and Nathan Peterson. How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah. I thought Machinery Pete was supposed to be here.
Yeah, we get confused all the time.
Color
It's
me
pretty
disappointed,
funny.
huh?
When I was a kid, I would see Machinery Pete, Greg Peterson in the magazines, and I'd be like, that's my name. That's so cool.
And he doesn't even use it. I suppose that probably helps you out, though.
A little, yeah. I mean, people still confuse us quite a bit.
Yeah. All right. Assyria, Kansas?
Yep.
That's where you're from? Where's that at in Kansas?
Right in the middle of the state, pretty much. We're about 15, 20 miles south of Salina.
Okay.
And Salina's kind of at the crossroads of America.
Is it very big?
Salina's about 50,000 people, so it's pretty decent sized.
Assyria is like 300.
Yeah, Assyria is very small.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you guys, your farm is how far away from it?
We're like 4 or 5 miles from Assyria, and then probably 10 miles from Salina.
Oh, okay. So you don't have
Maybe
to go
more.
very far for groceries.
No, we're pretty lucky. We're not in the most rural part of Kansas for sure.
Because there's a lot of rural area in Kansas, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Holy cow.
I think our wives are pretty thankful that we farm close to civilization compared to some other places.
What's the one interstate that goes across the middle of it?
I-70.
Yeah, I never forget, like, driving that. It's like, oh, my God, there's nothing. And then you come up on, Russell? And then there's nothing again.
Yeah. Yeah, we tell people to get off the interstate because that's a pretty boring drive. But if you go on some highways, Kansas has a lot to offer off the interstate. But.
Mm-hmm. You guys, family farm, who's all involved?
So it's our mom and dad obviously raised us, and there's 4 kids of our mom and dad, Greg, Nathan, Kendall, and us 3 brothers are actively farming with dad, and I've all kind of stepped into management roles. And then the youngest is our sister, Laura, and she lives in southwest Kansas now. She married a guy from down there.
Do you like him?
Oh, yeah.
We do like him.
Come
Yep.
on.
Yep.
He's a
He passed
rancher.
the test. Yeah.
He's more cowboy than we are.
Yeah,
so
he is.
we look up to his authentic cowboyness.
Yep. He's still supposed to give us roping lessons. He still owes us that.
So do you guys break up? Like, because I just farm with my son. I always wondered, if you have brothers in that, whether, one would be in charge of the crops, one in cattle. I mean, do you guys break up responsibilities?
Yeah, so Nathan does a lot of the agronomy side of things, just kind of the cropping side. Kendall is a little more heavy in the cattle side of things. And Dad probably joins Kendall, and I probably join Nathan. But Dad's kind of more of an overseer at this point. And then I do most of the social media work. So I'm more specialized in the social media and then kind of plug holes on the farm, whereas Nathan and Kendall are more full-time on the farm and fill the responsibilities I need when it's time to film and do things like that.
So tell me how that works as far as like the social media, because it's Peterson Farm Brothers, but yet I don't know. Is there like a lead? Are you the lead to it? How's that all pan out?
Yeah, I mean we've kind
You
of
don't
always
know, do you?
We've just referred to ourselves as we for the last 13 years online.
Maybe for the last 30 years.
For the last 30 years.
We've always been lumped together as brothers, kind of.
Yeah,
So
we just do things together. That's how it is.
What's it like the age range between you 3
I'm
brothers?
34.
we're each 3 years apart.
Yeah,
so.
31, and then Kendall's 28. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, is Kendall the one you don't like?
Well, we always joke that you get the 2 best brothers whenever we go somewhere. So, yeah. 2 best brothers are in the interview
That's
right
actually
here.
not what Kendall said.
Yeah.
So how did this all start? Was it if memory serves me correctly, y'all had a parody kind of before parodies were done in agriculture and it took off? Was that it?
Yeah, this was way back in 2012. I was a junior at K-State, majoring in ag.
Wow. 4 minutes and 40 seconds before you mentioned
Go Cats.
K-State. Well done.
Yeah.
Wow. That had to be hard for you to do.
Yeah, I mean, we eat and breathe.
Yeah, I
K-State
know.
Wildcats.
You don't have to. Yeah, believe me. I've interviewed enough of you guys.
No, but I was majoring in ag communications at K-State, and we were literally just like we would talk about ag advocacy in class. We would talk about bringing more awareness to agriculture, and then I was also minoring in music, so I was kind of doing both of those things, ag comm, and then I'd go to my music classes, and those were two of my biggest passions, was music and agriculture, and I always was trying to find a way to put them together. And my friends always thought that was a weird combination of studies, music and ag, but that's basically where I got the idea, was when I was in college. It wasn't a class project or anything, but it was just kind of inspired by class discussions, and just came up with some parody lyrics to "I'm Sexy and I Know It," and it wasn't never supposed to be that big of a deal, but I had to convince Nathan and Kendall to help me film it and be in it, so I could be a little cooler.
Yeah, we joked that we knew Greg couldn't do it by himself. He needed us to help him if it was going to be any good. But,
oh, wow. Okay, yeah.
But we were the more hesitant ones, Kendall and I, because it feels like and maybe it's true now, most viral videos were almost like embarrassing or something so we didn't want to be
we didn't want to go viral in the wrong way. We didn't want
like
that
Weird
was back
Al?
not that
Rebecca
we were,
Black Friday. Do you remember that? It's Friday.
Yes,
like she
I
got
do.
so much hate, and she went viral, and it destroyed her life.
And not that we thought it was going to go viral or anything. We just didn't want people to laugh at us like our friends. But Greg kind of pitched the idea to us, and we're like, okay, that would be cool to show our friends.
It'd be funny.
You know?
That'd be funny in a good way,
Yeah.
not funny in a people are making fun of us way.
I'm farming and I grow it.
Yep.
That's what it was,
That was the first
That's
one.
right.
And we had not really done. We had started a Peterson Farm Bros YouTube channel, and I'd filmed a couple just like really basic,
like a wheat harvest on
wheat
a family
harvest
farm.
The horrible ones that everybody started with, yeah.
Yeah. Then there was only like 3 or 4 of those on there with like no views. But then this was our first music video, and I think there had been some other farming music. I mean, Farmer Derek, he had a few before ours, but as far as a parody goes, I think there really wasn't something like that.
Yeah.
Especially not to a rap "Sexy and I Know It," whatever it was, song. I mean,
you guys, was that an influence? Because he's in your area, right? Farmer Derek?
Yeah, and he's only like 45 minutes south of us, and we've met him and been to his farm, and we text all the time. I mean, we're friends with Farmer Derek now, but I don't think we knew each other back then. We just had a lot of mutual connections. But there must be something in the water to.
I don't know. That's really cool. I mean, I think he's great. I haven't seen him since he's been out of prison, but I wish him all the best. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a character.
He hasn't changed.
He'll tell you that.
Oh, we were going to do a road tour at one point, and man, I'm kind of glad that didn't happen. So you can sing?
I mean, I guess so. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
People have told you that.
People have told me that.
Yeah.
But
was that big in your family?
Yeah, we grew up singing together. We still do quartets at church with Dad and the 3 brothers, and we grew up playing the piano. Mom had us in piano lessons, and we were in band, so we were kind of always in music. It was just important to Mom and Dad, and then us, and then it just kind of turned into all this, I guess.
Okay. So you went along, and it just you just did more parodies, and was that I don't know, was it looking towards like a career?
I mean, when we started doing this, we were in high school and college. I think Kendall was 15 when I'm Farming and I Grow It came out, and we thought, everyone told us it was 15 minutes of fame, and it would be over. And so that's kind of how we approached it that first year. I'm Farming and I Grow It had something like 5 million views in a week, and it was just media interviews and all sorts of different things, and we just kind of were like, okay, we'll do all this stuff and then we'll go back to normal life. But then we made another music video, and then another one.
What was your second one?
Farmer Style, the Gangnam Style parody.
So did that do as well?
It did. It did twice as many views. As the first
so
one.
here you're going. Let's do number 3.
Yeah, at that point
Exactly.
it was like
a perfect storm of Gangnam Style being popular. We made our second parody, so we already had this audience, and then Gangnam Style was so big, and so then that one went twice as big, and then we kind of had this.
We had a thing
all of a
going
sudden,
by then, and it was like, well, we can't stop now. I mean, everybody.
Did one flop eventually?
I don't know.
It depends on what you call a flop.
There was one music video, I think, Taking Care of Livestock, that I accidentally deleted on my phone, and so it killed the view count. So I guess you could count that as a flop. But it's over 1 million now, I think. So it recovered.
Did you guys feel a pressure, after those go so big and they keep, compounding one after the other? Do you guys feel pressure? Like, aren't those days that you have that you just don't feel creative, but you're like, okay, we've got to get another video out?
Yeah, so it's been 13 years, and we've done on average, I think, 2 to 3 music videos per year, because we've done like 35, 36, and so it's not like we're making a music video every month or something. So you get some rest creatively if you do a video every 4 to 6 months. But there is certainly burnout. I mean, any content creator will tell you that there's burnout.
Yeah.
But you kind of just wait for the inspiration, and then when it comes, you go with it.
Okay. Which one do you like the best out of all the ones you've done? It's probably not the one that went the biggest. That's always the way it goes.
Right. No. I think my 2 favorite ones, hard to pick one, Pour Some Silage on Me and Forage Harvester. They're both pretty hard rock songs, which that's like some of my favorite kind of music. And then just like the concept of hard rock and silage put together, like I think that's a great combo.
It's you say that.
Hey, that's I'm sticking with it.
So with your parents, have they always understood? Because we've talked to. Well, you remember the guy from California? I can't remember his name. That he did like the Tiger King parody. I always thought he was one of the funniest guys out there, but didn't have the family that supported as much, and then kind of went away. Did your parents did they understand? Because if I would have told my dad, hey, I'm going to do these songs, he would go, get back to work, boy.
Yeah.
That both mom and dad have been pretty understanding. They're definitely not like public people. They always say, well, we're much more private people, and now our sons are all over the place. So they don't mind staying in the background, but they've supported us through it. And when it started, it took some time away from the farm, especially at first, and then I guess continuing on. But it also has allowed all 3 brothers to be close to home and be farming together. It's helped us be able to come back and stay together. So I think they have that understanding, and we've been able to work through things. But there's definitely some times of tension where it's like, hey, we got work to get done.
Dad certainly will pull out the get back to work.
Yeah.
But he did that before the videos too. So.
I was going to say, I think that's the generation.
Yeah.
No matter what. With the 3 brothers, I mean, I don't know, and I don't mean this to kind of do like some nitpicking, finding the drama in that, but I always wonder, because I've seen you do a lot of speaking. I mean, how do you figure that out? Like who goes where, who does what?
Well, we talked about it a little earlier. We kind of have different roles, and so with my role being primarily the social media side of things, I'm always the one that goes.
Is it because you're the best looking?
I don't think so, no. But
that's what you sent Emily.
Oh, is that what I said?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll go with that then. But I think early on Nathan and Kendall would rather stay home and farm than travel, but they'll travel every once in a while. And I like traveling. I like getting off the farm. Not that I don't like being on the farm, but I don't tire of travel and all the other stuff as quickly as Nathan and Kendall do. So, and I also don't have as defined of a role on the farm, so I'm able to leave more, and the farm doesn't suffer. But like I do some speaking events by myself, and then we pretty much rotate for the 2 brother trips. Nathan and Kendall take turns going.
Yeah.
Now, are you guys the 3 brothers? Are you all married?
We are all married now.
Yep. I got married in 2018, and so did Kendall. And then Nathan was a couple or
2019,
1 year later.
Year and a half, yeah.
And then we all started having kids. So we changed life stages, all 3 of us, pretty much at the same time, and went from like single, post college, all of a sudden to married and having young kids in a pretty quick time.
Well, you talk about life changes. Tell me about the diabetes.
Yeah, so I was engaged. It was a year before I got married, so 2017. I had never broken a bone in my body. I had never had a cavity. I had perfect eyesight. There was nothing wrong with my body. I was in tip-top shape. And then I went in. I was having some symptoms. I went into the doctor, and they said my blood sugar was at 800. And I was,
Is that bad?
yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's like close to a coma type bad.
Ah.
And so basically, type 1 diabetes was the diagnosis, and that just means my immune system turned on my pancreas and destroyed it mistakenly, and now it no longer creates insulin. So I have to keep an insulin pump on me at all times to balance out what I eat, basically.
Is it manageable?
Yeah, it is. I don't feel like it keeps me from doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really annoying and takes a lot of brain space. So it's like living life, but constantly playing a video game that when you're not doing good at the video game, you feel terrible.
That would suck as a video game.
Yeah, it's not a very fun video game, no.
Yeah. So you brought that as your thing. What is that?
This is a nice stick of beef jerky.
Emily asked you guys to bring something to put on a desk to kind of represent you. You forgot, didn't you?
Yeah. This was in our welcome bag over there at
Nathan was
at
frantically
PhD
searching
days.
the rental car for something to put on Rob's desk. And I was like, beef jerky, that's about as good as you're going to get.
Yep.
Yeah. So is it fun to be a cattle farmer right now?
It is.
Very
fun.
fun. More fun than being a grain farmer, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Although we have gotten a lot of rain, so in central Kansas anyway, it's pretty fun to be a grain farmer compared to
if
the
we
last
just
3
don't
years.
look at the grain prices, then compared to the
bigger
last
crop.
3 years,
That's
we've
fantastic.
Yeah, our crop is huge.
What do you guys raise?
We have wheat.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the cattle, we have wheat, corn, soybeans, grain sorghum, good old Milo. We call it Milo in Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
And then we kind of grow a variety of forages for the cattle. We do a lot of double crop forages because they're a little more consistent than like double crop beans. In our area, we do them, but they don't perform that well. We usually get pretty dry in July and August. So
Y'all irrigated?
We have 4 pivots, and 3 of them are limited water, so not super irrigated. We dabble in irrigation, but it's like less than 10% of the farm.
Okay, gotcha. So you guys, what I do like about your farm and you guys as a family is that you're not afraid to show your faith in a society in a time where maybe sometimes that doesn't do you the most favors as far as, following and stuff like that. Tell me what your faith means to you guys.
Well, I mean, faith has always been number one for us, not only individually, but as a group, as brothers, as a family, even as a farm. You can go back to, we're a 5th-generation farm. You can go back to those 1st and 2nd generations that were, living in dugouts, living through the Great Depression. Faith was what got them through, and I think all the challenges we face today, it's the same thing. And even just farming together as a family, I mean, faith has kind of been the glue of what holds it together, and I think that's definitely one of our most important things in life.
What do you think about that, Nathan?
Yeah, I agree with all that. It takes anyone who works with family knows it takes a lot of grace at times, and that's just being able to follow the Bible and what it says. Jesus was kind of the ultimate example of that, and so if we can live like he did, it makes things work better. Not that we're perfect and don't disagree, at times, and have things to work through, but that's kind of been our foundation. And we never wanted like the YouTube channel to be like preachy or anything, but we hope that it shows through, and we want to be a channel that kids can watch and adults can watch, and so we hope it just comes out in our lives, I guess.
Yeah. Do you think if Jesus was running a combine, whether he would still get mad at the cart driver?
It would be like a righteous anger. It would be like Like, I don't know.
I
how
would
to describe
argue
it.
it's always a righteous
It's
anger.
always a righteous anger. Yeah,
Yes.
maybe so. That's a question.
Yeah, I think Pharisees were the original grain cart drivers.
There you go. Yeah.
That's going to be the first question. When I get judged, and they're like, do you have any questions? Oh, yeah. Jesus, did he ever run a combine? Because, man,
Is
he
it
can't
okay?
expect us not to get mad.
Yeah.
Tossing-
Is it okay that I screamed at that machine for breaking down right at the wrong time when it's 105 degrees outside?
So what's it like raising your kids together? I mean, that's got to be so fun, growing up with cousins. I never had cousins close by, and I was always a little jealous. I always thought that would be so fun to just sort of be a mile away or right next door.
No, it's a lot of fun. It's like crazy. They get together every Thursday. All the cousins. There's 10 under. Let's see, 10 under 4 and under. There's 10 cousins 4 and under, and they get together at our mom's every Thursday, and it's a zoo. I mean, the kids are just running
She's had to
around.
start like having at least one other adult there because it's like a full-on daycare. Like,
Then I mean, when we kind of all started having kids at the same time, it felt a little crazy, and it probably is going to keep being crazy, but it is so much fun. I mean, the kids have basically built-in best friends that they get to see all the time, and you get to hang out with all your nieces and nephews too. So it's a lot of fun.
So is are the grandparents pushing on the whole singing thing? Because she used to take you guys, around like nursing homes to sing and stuff like that?
Yeah, the story is my mom would take me to nursing homes when I was like 3 or 4 to just sing for the residents because I would just sing on command. And so I've basically been singing, performing my whole life. But we're gonna have all these cousins be in music. I'm sure that's like a foundation of the Peterson family. Everyone does music.
Peterson family, Partridge family.
There you go.
Kind of similar, isn't
How
it?
big of a family choir could we put together?
I don't know.
But see all the cousins, they're under the age of 4, so they're not quite to the point where they can really sing that well. But they sound very cute when they sing.
No, you got to force them into it. So,
Yeah, there
like
you go.
when they become famous and they do after the music or whatever, the VH1 stuff.
There you go.
Oh, as a kid, I was forced to sing. So, yeah, you need to do this for them.
I remember feeling a little forced to do music. Not when I was little, but I remember piano lessons. Mom would drag me to piano lessons, and I hated lessons. But then once I started learning how to, do some more popular music, then I really enjoyed piano, and that was a foundation for everything else.
Did you like going to the old folks' home or no?
I don't remember that. I was only 3 or 4, so I don't
Block
really
that
remember
out of your
that.
memory,
Yeah,
huh?
maybe I blocked it out. I don't know.
Why do you hate old people?
Wow, I'm getting set up now.
Well, I think that's very cool that, like Emily said, to have the cousins there, that's got to be cool. Like, how close do y'all, like, geographically live together?
So Nathan and Kendall are only like a mile apart.
Yeah, we're like at the original home place where our grandma and grandpa lived growing up.
And we grew up
And
at
we're
our
the 5th generation of that home place. And then our parents' house is only 3 miles from that, maybe 3-4 miles. And then now Greg is over.
I
closer
live
to
about
Lindsburg.
10 miles away from the main farm, closer to Lindsburg. So I have to drive farther to work every day, but I live like a mile from town. So after growing up in the middle of nowhere, it's kind of nice to be able to run into town real quick for different things. And we also picked up quite a bit of farmland over that direction. So it made sense to have a base at both places.
Is it tough to get ground around there?
Probably not as tough as, the I-states, but it's certainly still competitive, and it's all the same struggles as anywhere.
Yeah, we say William is our oldest, but no, we had to give up the oldest to rent a farm.
To rent a farm, yeah.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah,
It was only a 2-year
you got to make
contract,
sacrifices.
Are you guys big into sports?
Yeah. I mean, we talked about the K-State thing, but we like playing sports. That was kind of the original Peterson brothers was, high school sports. Nathan and I were playing high school basketball. I was a senior when he was a freshman, so we played a little bit together, but then Nathan and Kendall played a couple years together.
Yeah, we had 2 years.
And then Nathan was what were you, honorable mention? quarterback,
Yeah,
All-State, something like that.
honorable mention.
And then Kendall was a really good track athlete too. So football, basketball, track, those were kind of our things.
You guys are tall. How tall are you?
Nathan's 6'1", I'm 6'2", Kendall's 6'3",
Oh, he's just...
and our dad is 6'4".
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. Is your mom short?
She's not short,
she's
but
tall-ish. Yeah, she's 5'7", something like that, 5'8".
Yeah.
yeah.
You shrink as you get older.
Yeah, well,
It's something to look forward to.
that's exciting.
So what's in the future plans?
Well, we're always just winging it. We don't we're not super big planners, whether it's on the farm or with social media. People have always asked for the 5-year plan. We just do the best we can with what we have, I guess, and keep evaluating.
Yeah, we say faith, family, farming. So however cliche it is, and then I guess the videos are kind of after that. So
Yeah.
you know,
Faith, family, farming parodies.
There you
Yep.
go.
Well, I mean, you all have a bunch of kids coming up. Is there any pressure as you're looking at it? Man, if we're going to have some of these kids that want to come back, we need to grow.
Yeah, I mean, we've been trying to grow, and when we came back from college, our farm was only at about 1,000 acres, and we're probably close to 3,000 now, and quite a bit of custom work on top of that. So we've grown quite a bit. But yeah, I mean, as far as that type of future, 10, 15 years from now, yeah, we'll probably have to grow some more. But you still have to see if the kids want to farm, and hopefully they do, and
But maybe hopefully not all of them.
hopefully,
yeah.
that would
just
be a
like
little
anyone, like
complicated.
9
It's
kids.
going to be like the
okay.
Amish pretty soon.
Yeah.
They might have their own symphony orchestra. That might be able to start up a little easier than have them all farming.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I mean, I remember there was a time, in high school where we're like, well, how with 3 brothers, how are we all going to farm together? And it worked itself out. Like God had it under control. And like Nathan said earlier, the videos, the social media side of things was a huge part of that. I mean, I think at least one of us would have had to have some other job right after college to make it work. And so we're very thankful for the social media side of things. It's been quite a ride. We never thought it would go for 13 years, and we never thought we'd get to do some of the things we've gotten to do. So we're very, very thankful for it.
Something always pans out for people that really want it. I'm just thinking of the people we talked to, even Andy Clean.
Yeah.
Who would have thought, selling soap or something, and that helps him continue to farm. If people want to farm, we interview them all the time. If they truly have a desire to farm, there's a way to do it. Might not always be easy, might not always be quick, but there's always a way to do it.
Yeah, and I mean, you can diversify in so many different ways these days. And that's what I tell a lot of young people trying to get into ag is it's like it's okay to be doing something else along with farming. I mean, for us, it's social media, or my wife and I have a wedding venue, or there's so many examples of things that young people are doing to kind of supplement the ups and downs of farming, right? Especially right when you get started.
What's the wedding venue?
It's literally just a Morton building with bathrooms, concrete floor, a bunch of tables and chairs, and then people can just do what they want with it. It's pretty hands off.
It's a shed
It's
that
a
you
shed.
rent out.
It's not.
You pull the combine out.
Yeah, there's a combine in there every once in a while for sure. But we're pretty busy in the spring and the fall. But we're like one of the cheaper venues, which is when we were trying to get married and find a venue. That's what we were looking for. It's like it doesn't have to be fancy. Just give us some space. We can do what we want. And because some venues out there are charging like $10,000 for a weekend, and it's like it seems a little outrageous to me. And so we just try to give people a affordable option and with lots of flexibility. Plus, it's usually during fall harvest, so I'm hardly around to manage it. My wife pretty much does everything, so it has to, it can't have too much to it.
Okay. It's affordable because it's shed.
Just a shed. But hey, there is something to be said about bringing people onto your property and dealing with all the things you got to deal with. My wife would have lots of stories of crazy things she's had to deal with it.
Yeah, but it's the simple stuff like that you're like, all right, there's money that we could have left on the table, right? We couldn't have utilized that stuff. But yes, to have just a forethought of something like that is, I think, what you need to do. Just making it as corn and soybean anymore, I don't know. There's guys that can do it, but I know it's not me.
Yeah, I mean it's certainly challenging, but yeah, I think there's lots of opportunities out there.
Mm-hmm. If people want to find out more about you guys, social media, websites, where do they go?
You're probably better at that
Okay.
spiel than me.
We're on Facebook and TikTok at Peterson and YouTube at Peterson Farm Bros, and then we're at Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat at Pete Farm Bros. We had to shorten it because Peterson Farm Bros was too long for those. And then was that everything?
Yeah.
Nathan runs the Snapchat account, so
Be Real.
we never did Be Real. No,
That's where
that
all
was
the
one.
kids are. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one we
The
never.
Truth Social.
Yeah,
The Blue Sky. There's a
all
whole
the-
bunch
all
of
the
them.
new ones out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
MySpace.
Hard to keep up.
we feel like old social media people now. Like I remember, I used to feel
You are.
like I was an expert because I knew Facebook, and now it's like, it's Reels and TikTok and all those other ones you mentioned now, and we're doing our best. We feel like old guys sometimes.
Yeah.
We joke that we started off as almost. Well, we never accepted this term, but we started off as almost like this boy band vibe. We were like 3 high school, college kids, and now we're just like kind of this like laid back, like dad jokes type
Yeah.
vibe going on now. Like we got kids. We're just taking it easy.
Did you have all the honeys hanging out at the farm, screaming at you?
Our farm's kind of hard to find, so I
Thankfully.
think that helped.
We did get a lot of weird messages back in the day. We had a lot of people send us some pretty forward weird
Underpants.
something.
I don't think we got any of those. But yeah.
Just a lot of parents too saying, "Hey, would you text my daughter? She needs,
Yeah, we did have
you
some.
need to meet her." We're
Yeah,
like,
Oh, well, we'll leave it at that. Well, Greg and Nathan, congratulations on your success and congratulations on being able to farm. It's not that easy, and you guys have been able to navigate all of this. It's very impressive. So you've done a great job at being positive out there, not just being able to show your faith, but giving a positive vibe. Being negative is easy online, and it probably gets you a lot more attention, but you guys have chose to do the opposite. So I want to thank both of you for what you've done.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, and
Yep.
thanks for everything you've done as well. And it's always a good time to see you. And thanks for having us on your show.
You bet. Well, guys, thank you very much. Everybody else, we'll catch you next time.